Hello, Professor Pop. This is Alyssa Quinn from your Sociology 210 class, and I wanted to discuss the culture I would be talking about, which you already saw on my slides, but I want to tell you about how, my life as an Italian-American. So growing up, I was pretty spoiled. My dad grew up a chef because he was around my grandparents who owned a restaurant called Tivoli's for over 40 years. He loved cooking as a kid, was literally started working there when he was 14, and he stopped cooking around before I was born, so I'd say 35-ish maybe. Yeah, he's been there a lot. Still to this day, he makes everything homemade. It's amazing. Restaurant food is just not the same, and everyone in my family can live by that. So, yeah, I'm gonna be talking to you about how I made pizza for the first time today, which was crazy. I loved it. It was so fun. We literally handmade the dough today. I rolled it out, I flipped it. It was so fun, but unfortunately I don't have the video for that, but it's okay. So first thing I did, I rolled out the dough, put flour around it so it doesn't it grabs all the moisture in the air or something like that. But then I have to toss it, and then I lay it out on a pan. I put the sauce all over it, homemade marinara sauce, and then we grate our cheese and the mozzarella, and we put provolone on there as well. I really wanted basil and pepperoni on there. So to put all those on there, so it would be white, red, and green. Those are the colors of our flags, and that's very important to me and my family. So the two things I talked about were the norms and the values. So some of the norms, so that's rules of acceptable behavior. So I did the beliefs, and that is being Catholic. I don't know one single Italian who did not grow up Catholic. I still believe in it and stuff like that. I'm not gonna really get into that, but I was baptized, had my communion, and I was confirmed, I had a confirmation and everything. So yeah, everyone in my family is like that. I have so much family. I have over 10 cousins. I have second cousins, I don't even know their names, but there's just so much of us, and we're just, it's a lot. There's a lot of us, and we have been taught since we were little. We were always growing up together. We all lived in Pennsylvania, which for most Italians, we are born up north because most of them came from Ellis Island. So yeah, family is very important. We come together, and we eat. We have homemade meals all the time, and we just talk, and it's just amazing to catch up with everyone because we all live across the United States. Mainly everyone's in Pittsburgh, but there's everyone else is everywhere else. Yeah, some values the right and the wrong. Like I said, we're very tight with our family. We're very big on first impressions, especially with our cooking. If they don't like your cooking, they're not going to come back, especially if they're Italian. And by family, we don't even just include blood related. We just do old neighbors, friends, all of that. They accepted my mom very well because they're not very good with German people, because I'm half German as well. But we're all good. They're very loving and accepting. My dad also has a different dad than my aunts, my 3 aunts. And yeah, everyone just welcomed me with open arms, and my step grandfather's side of the family, it's great. They accepted him very well. My dad looks to his stepdad as his father. That's just how loving Italians can be to each other and their family, and that's all that matters, honestly. I also learned that I really like to cook because I really haven't cooked that much, and I want to spread this with my other siblings. I'm an only child, cousins, and I think that would be really fun for all of us to learn and keep everything going for our kids, so we're all very close, because that's something I definitely live for, even if they're not actually blood related. My best friends, I consider them family. I want them to be there with me for the rest of my life and beyond. I just will always remember that. Love is family. But thank you again for this opportunity. It was I loved learning more about Italian stuff, and reading online just showed how much is very true about Italians. So thank you again.